up, my boys? It's I brought A10 here, bringing the YouTube from another impressive video showing how to achieve a great kill to death ratio while being a productive teammate. How's it going, YouTube? It's been 2 days now, so obviously I'm trying to keep my promise. I'm trying to keep my commitment to you guys. You know, for all of you know, 3 to 4 reasons. One being that, you know, I want to grow my sub count. I also want to grow my view count, not because it'll grow my e-penis, but you know, it's at least to me, it's a little fascinating to know that 100, 200, 300, maybe 400 to 1,000 people watch a video every time, you know, you post one up. So, you know, to me, that's really something. I don't know how to explain that. And yeah. Anyways, you guys, I'm bringing you some TDM, actually not free for all, TDM on salvage, I believe this is called, and I'm using the ACR, so it's not a gun that I really use all that much, but I managed to get a pretty damn awesome game here. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post this up for my subscribers, and yeah. Anyways, guys, if you haven't noticed, the name of this video is Why Not Camp. I guess a lot of people, as you know, my gamer tag is called I brought A10, and that's pretty much, you know, a lot of people that I actually play with, not people that I play with, but people that play against me, always are really late to that. You know, they read my name, but they really don't understand it until, like, I mention it. And they're like, oh, dude, you're such a camper. I'm like, yeah, dude, I brought a tent. And then they're like, oh, so that's why you named yourself that. And, you know, to me, that's pretty humorous. And, you know, a lot of this game, I'm going to camp my balls off. And, you know, why not camp? This entire team pretty much couldn't stop me. Obviously, this is a really bad time to say that because I just got shot. But they couldn't stop me from, you know, the spots that I was holding down. And, you know, when you're beating people to the spot, when you're outgunning people, it's just a recipe for success. And why change that? You know, why fix something that's not broken? And you know, a lot of people they're like, oh, dude, you know, you should move around more. Your games are kind of boring and shit like that. Well, to be honest, guys, I don't, you know, the game, sure, it's, you know, whatever, but you know, I usually tune in to the commentators' posted videos for the commentator, not so much for the gameplay, unless it's like funny gameplay or something like that. But you know, I'm mostly turning for the commentator's voice to hear his opinion, because I'm genuinely interested and he keeps me entertained while explaining himself, I guess you could say. And so, you know, that's what I hope you guys are here for. You know, a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh yeah, like I said, post up, you know, more entertaining gameplay and shit like that. But if I post up entertaining gameplay, it'll take a lot of more time because I don't rush. I'm not a very good rusher. I'm a good rusher, but it's just a lot easier, I guess you could say, to hold back. And in a TDM, like for example, like this, it's all about kills, and there's no need to push the opposition. And that's what you guys have to understand. Like I said, a lot of people, I don't really care much for the trolls. I'm just explaining to you guys that in any kind of game mode, whether that be a domination match or a TDM match or a you know, objective or non-objective game modes, you will always, no matter what, you will need a what you would call this, a slayer. A slayer, that's pretty much a Halo term. You'll need a slayer in any kind of game mode, and I try my best to do just that. And over here, as you can see, I'm running the AA12 on swap because I was trying to unlock extended mags, and obviously I do a pretty good job at it. And you know, I was contemplating whether to use the Magnum or the AA12, because I know a lot of people frown upon the AA12. But you know, I try to bring as entertaining gameplay as I can. You know, I try, and to me, that's all that really matters. Anyways, you guys, how's it going? I wanted to get into a subject, you know, that has nothing to do with trolls, but more to the fact that a kind of funny story that happened to me about a week or two ago. I don't know if you guys, how many guys, I don't know, saw my last video where I pretty much told everyone that I was single. Well, the funny story about that is that about a week or two ago, before I made the video, obviously, I was encountered with an opportunity, I guess, to become unsingle, yet it was very confusing because I'm 20 years old, and girls are still confusing to me. They can give me a sign as though hey dude, I'm available, come ask me out. Yet I completely mix up the signs, and it just makes for a very entertaining YouTube story. So anyways, I'm gonna get into that right now. My friend, she's a girl. She was holding her 21st birthday party, and she invited me. And this girl, she was like, yeah dude, it's gonna be held at a local club. And so she invited me amongst other friends, and of course, because she's a girl, most girls have a lot of girlfriends. So we all went to a club, and I'm that kind of guy that's like relatively shy, and I usually use YouTube, I guess, to express myself a little bit more, and kind of put myself out there. And it's just fun to me because I don't really talk in front of large audiences. So anyways, this girl, she comes up to me, and she's gorgeous. I mean, she's drop dead gorgeous, and I don't know what it is, but when you talk to an ugly chick, it's not as intimidating, I guess, when you talk to a really hot chick. And so this girl, she's like, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, hey, not much, and she's like, yeah, so she started making small talk, and I kind of was like, she's giving her one-worded answers. And and she was like, oh yeah, so where do you live? I'm like, oh, I live in the area, like somewhere, in Maryland, obviously. And she goes to college, and she's like, I'm like, oh cool, what college do you go to? And so she goes, I go to Montgomery College. I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's do what you gotta do, what are you trying to train for? And then she gives me like this entire like encyclopedia about her life. And I guess, I guess I rubbed her off the wrong way, because later that night, I kind of brushed her off, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do my thing, you go do your thing. And later, her friend was like, dude, you could have gotten some, like she would have probably put out if you had talked to her in a nicer kind of tone. I was like, she was flirting with me? I had no idea, dude. Man, I'm just really bad when it comes to girls and socializing. Like, I can talk to a girl, but like as a friend, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, shit like that. But if a girl's flirting with me, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm completely oblivious to signs and shit. So I thought that was a really funny story that had happened to me. And if you guys want to share any stories, feel free to leave a comment down below, I believe. Give this video a like, because I'm trying to expand my channel a little bit, and every like and every comment helps just that much more. I went 40-3, getting like 2 chopper gunners, carrying this team to death. I believe the second guy didn't even hit double digits. This has been I Brought 8 Tenths, signing out.